You're most welcome to this section.
I wanted to see.
What is the feed formulation? We have all the necessary items for you to make a complete feed. To feed your poultry, to feed your dairy, to feed your bigger unit. Here we have 3 types of litter which you can use in the piggery poultry unit. I think we can identify them. This is what you can see. This is it. This is one of the type of litter we can use in the poultry unit, piggery unit. It is what? You need to know.
Coffee or
Who can identify? This is coffee husk. Yes. This is coffee husk.
Yes.
From the husk plant. You go there. These days they sell it because they know that people are also getting money. It used to be free. These days a bag is 10,000. Yes. Not because they know somebody is going to make money. So they also charge this. A bag is 10,000. This is one of the litter you can use in it, your poultry, piggery, and other units. Then this one is easier, you can identify this. Peanuts, which is everywhere in Uganda. It's also important. Zero waste, so we don't waste anything. Yeah. And then here we have the sawdust. So which is also one of the litter. Now among these 3, coffee husk, granite cell, then sawdust, they have the advantages and disadvantages. But what we prefer here is the coffee husks. Because these are the ones, once the birds are there, the droppings can cock the what? The litter. As they cock, then it gives room for breeding of harmful bacteria. Ammonia is formed. It causes respiratory problems. The birds can die. So we prefer this. When you're using that, after 3 days, you need to change the litter. Yes? To avoid it.
3 days.
After 3 days. Yes.
Very expensive. 10,000.
No, because maybe just put one inch or 1 centimeter of the litter. You need to change because in farming, prevention is better than cure. Yes. So if you leave it in a week, your birds may begin to die unexpectedly. You come and find the bird is dead. So there are no signs because the litter is being contaminated. Then it's actually breeding ground for microorganisms which cause diseases. The birds will just die. So those are the things you need to use when you need to establish maybe a poultry unit. Now coming to the feed formulation. Feeding is very important in animal production. It's one of the things which has higher cost. So when you locally make your feed, you cut cost of production tremendously. You know that local feed formulation is very important. That's why most farms now tend into what? Local feed formulation. Because these feeds which you buy from the feed stores and so, they're very expensive. Like the starter. These days, because of the war in Iraq, it used to be 145, it's now 160. Can you imagine? Yeah. So other things, because are going very high. So for you to be profitable in the animal production, make your own feeds. In feed formulation, there are 3 key things we need to have. The energy source. Energy source is very key. For you to have the energy source, there are some components which you need. For energy source, you may use the maize bran, then the broken maize. So those are the major, the grains. The grains are major source of what? Energy, carbohydrates. Yes, the energy of carbohydrate source. So here we have them.
This is the broken maize.
This is broken maize. Then this is the maize bran. the brand is got after milling, not in the milling, but in the milling centers. This is the residue. So it should not even waste it. It is softer, but it has less nutrients. Because the broken maize is the whole main, only that is it broken. Everything is contained, but here some of the nutrients are already taken away. So they give you the residue. So what's prepared is the broken maize. So that's the first source of energy. Then we have the protein source. Protein source can be from both the animal and the plants. The animal source of proteins are, who can tell me, mention for me, any source of fish meal? Yes, exactly. Fish meal is a key protein source in the feed formulation. Another one, the bone meal, blood meal, exactly, where you went earlier on. So it's a very important source of protein. And its content is 40 to 45% good protein, which is very high. And when you have that unit, then the cost of protein is reduced. Then the last thing are the other ingredients. So here we have the fish meal. The fish meal can be the small fish, mukene, and the other fish species which are grind to form the fish meal. You can smell it to know whether it is fish meal. And then those are the source for protein from animal. And then from the crops, soya,
Peanuts.
peanuts, no, sunflower, cotton seed cake, But cotton seed cake has some problems. Even soya bean, those one need to be roasted or fried fast. Then we also have another one. There are many sources of protein from crops. Shea nut, right? Shea nut, which is common in Yumbe. Then I think this is soya. This shea nut was here. This is sunflower. So those are the major sources for protein. Now the other ingredients are like this. These are what we call additives. They contain those other minor components, minerals, which also needed for the birds to survive. Then we have the common salt. Here someone was asking, sorry, when you are making feed formulation for pigs, do you add so much salt? No, salt just needed to balance the electrolytes in the body. Salt is needed, it's very important. You add a little salt. Then what is this?
BSF.
BSF. What's the use of this now?
Protein.
This one now?
It is a source of animal protein.
As it is? Calcium, exactly. The protein is in the larva. Now when it comes like this, it is a calcium.
Okay.
It's a source of calcium also. So from the BSF you can get protein and the calcium. The calcium is from the dead, the mature ones. They take how many days to die? 5 to 7. They die. If you give them water, they can go to 10 days. As those which are flying, when there's no water, 5 to 7 days, they are off. We collect them to make our calcium source. And then we have toxin binders. We have this booster. You know, in the farming, you need to get maximum profit. So this one boosts growth and they make the animal grow faster. So they also need to add this. Now, when it comes now to the formulation, there's a formula which you need to use. 2:1 is to 0.5 for making the local feeds. You get it? 2:1 is to 0.5. Now the 2 is the energy source. You get it? Then the 1 is the protein source. 0.5 are the other premix, other additives. You get it? Now if you want to make 100 kg, now use mathematics. I think all these mathematics from primary up to university. It's difficult to make it now? No. Yes. So you get now the ratio of those. In the 100 kg, how many protein kgs, energy source do I need now? 2 over the total ratio times 100. So to give you the kg of the energy source, which you have to measure, maybe put on a floor like this complete floor. Then the protein, 1 is to the total ratio times 100, it gives you. Then the other ones. Then you mix them. Your feed is completely cooked. Very cheap and easy. Only that you need to have all these other things to make the feed. And that can be fed to the birds. Now this feed is not for the day-old chicks. You get it? Day-old chicks need the feed from the factories. The starter, what we call the starter. But it's not here, but maybe when we go to the brooding room, we will see it. So because they are still young, the system is still developing, so they need that feed which is meant for them. Like a child which is newly born, you can't begin to give them solid feed. He has to feed from the mother to get that immunity. So like the old chicks, there's a feed we give them from 2 to 3 weeks. After that, now you can now begin to give them this local formulated feed, so that, because our plan here is in the water mix farm to raise them for 1 month. After 1 month, you sell to farmers, where it can be even a free range or semi-intensive and so on. So before you sell them, you need them to introduce to the local available feed. As they go outside, they are stable and then they can grow. I think that's how you can make local available feed. Yeah. Hope it is fine. Yes. Any other suggestions or more inquiries?
Get to know what is the database?
Okay, these are some of the additives. Yeah. But some of these have the same value. Yes.
So these additives, we have to buy them.
These are times we have to buy them.
You cannot get them locally.
No. You have to buy them. You go to feed stores, then tell them to give you additives. That's it. Like these ones, these boosters and so on. But these are the ones. Yes.
I think it's not even you may not buy them as long as you buy this premix. They'll contain
Yes.
all.
Premix is an alternative.
Yeah.
But for you to have, because sometimes you never know. There was a time we did some analysis. Some of these additives don't have all the necessary nutrients. Yes, because these companies also making money. Yeah, so it's better to take some cost. That's why I say it is 2 is to 1 is to 0.5. So if you add all these, there will be no effect on the birds. Yes, yeah. So I think this can be done at home. Yes, maybe during your holidays, you can buy the already one month old chicks. You make your local feed available. You give them on a free range. Just have a structure like this. Also, in animal production, housing is very important. You can see the start of this house. This is for poultry. Here we used to have the birds which you grow up to maturity. The broilers. Having this is very good for what? For circulation. Because if it is confined, mind you, these birds, if they are 1,000 here, it will become hot, they breathe, there's ammonia, and then they'll just die. So there's need for enough space for what? Circulation. That's how the structure is like this. So any structure you need to build for poultry, please look how the structure is to allow maximum